Just like fishing for shops in the late game just feels so bad. The pools are so big. The number of hits is so small. Usually you're just like going into a shop, rolling, and leaving. Especially most of the skills are still pretty good. Yeah, they're good if you're bursting. But like the longer the fight goes, the worse they become. And a lot of the time you're getting them pretty late. And they're not helping you the whole fight. It's like you can't build your comp around what they do. Because they eventually stop doing their thing. These are pretty bad. Yeah, like we saw that mixed message crane board. That looked sick. Pretty sure it takes too long to kill the snake. Let's try to get the duct tape.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
Yep. It seems so wrong to do anything other than this.
You've just taken the first step toward good taste. You're a smart one for your size.
I think Cannonade is viable. Cannonade viable. Probably.
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
I'm not sure how you're supposed to build it,
Store the
but...
rest of the tyrant's gold.
Ew. But it's what, charge 2 every time you use a weapon? Unlike old Cannonade, it can actually crit.
Must be a hole in my coin purse.
Yes, that wants to be the board. I want to get rid of the powder flask. There's damage. Okay.
Real confidence to let a kid train you. I'm
Hopefully good
impressed.
enough. Put it in play anyway. It could still just want to be this. Make sure we don't run out of ammo. We have okay sustain.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Should be good enough. Especially if we hit all the crits. Health, toughness, and shield items. Guess we can pretend the aquatic line is viable.
I can forge some for you.
Can throw in the barrel when we level up. Proboscis could be cool. I have seen some cool Proboscis Vanessa runs.
Waste of gunpowder. Another empty chest.
Get an amber.
Waiting to be filled.
The gland. So I'm not really looking for weapons if we're playing barrel. Barrel should beat most fights. I feel like our crit rate on this revolver has been very above average.
It's over already. We barely got our flags up.
That's probably better. Aquatic items. Or we can just get a skill. We only got 14 gold. Let's see what we get. Interesting.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
I don't have chat commands on YouTube. Not bad.
People here look so vulnerable.
Sure. Oh, wow. Just get everything, I guess. Not picking up the cove.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
I don't have a bronze that I care about upgrading. This doesn't really matter. I guess we could upgrade the duct tape. Is that better than a skill shop? I would think not.
Being an elder is just one perspective. Youth has its own wisdom. You might prefer Argenta's training.
I don't know.
She's
Mostly just going there to get the XP. You don't get XP if you upgrade something. You do get XP for taking the skill shop. Assuming that didn't change this patch. Because it does take you to an encounter now. It doesn't just upgrade your leftmost. We should make sure that it still works that way. Easy. But over the honing steel. Like, nah, I guess I want to have non-weapons in play for turtle shell and barrel. 7 gold for a medium item shop. It's kind of hard to hit any upgrades on day 3. Everything's already silver. Just play for XP.
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
I imagine Oceanic Rush is still where you want to be.
Thanks for trusting me. I hope we can do this.
I don't know. It did get pretty severely nerfed.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist, you should know I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
They don't reload the torpedoes, so we win. What a crook board, yeah. Their crook self-destructs, though.
Bring her about! I've got another salvo with me.
Man, this is a very unethical day 3 board. I will give it that. Take the extracts. Maybe we do something with it. Playing weapons and you see the turtle shell and barrel. Yeah. I don't know, we've been beating these boards on dually weapons every time we run into them, but... Also, usually not fighting turtle shell barrel on day 3. That would probably get us on day 3 most of the time. Yeah, and duct tape. And duct tape. Pearl and shell. Oh, yeah, yeah. That is better. Turtle duct tapes. There's so many Vanessas on ranked. I don't know why. Turtle shell tends to be pretty hard to find, and you're only getting duct tape from Banana Ball. So it's what? In half of your Vanessa games, you get to fight Banana Ball, and in a third of those games, you get the duct tape. So it's what, like 8% of Vanessa runs get to start with the duct tape. And then you're also selecting for those runs that are able to find turtle shell.
I know the eastern sky is beautiful at dawn. But can we get moving?
Uneventful. Meet up in Photoshop. It does feel like that sometimes.
The smaller the portions, the finer the meal.
What am I looking for? Might need this later.
Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
How do I feel about freeze this patch? I've been running into a lot of icy enchants this patch. I don't really know why. I've also had an icy enchant already this patch. Usually I see like one icy enchant the entire patch. as far as like being able to put icy on something. And maybe like once a night I'll run into a board with a good icy item on it. Where it feels like every other run I get a loss to some crazy icy item, whether it's the core. We lost to an icy caltrops earlier.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Yeah, seaweed would be good. Like the seaweed. Like, I think most freeze is in a fine spot, but I didn't have too much of a problem with the freeze enchants while they were pretty rare. I don't know if I've just been low-rolling opponents or if they're actually more common. I would not hate to see, like, icy cores freeze for, like, 1 second instead of 3. On a lot of things that loop, maybe limit the number of freezes to a number of times per combat.
Cast aside your destruments.
So I have a puffer.
Use that for the good of all.
I also have a clam.
I'm so glad we could share this experience.
Let's feel stronger now that nobody can have rapid thaw. Yeah, sure. I don't know, I'm not too worried about stuff like snow globe. Like, it can be good, but at least you're devoting space on your board to a snow globe. Like, those are the kinds of freeze builds that should work if they come together. Snow globe feels like it's in a totally fine place. I don't know if this is good. Does it have a jellyfish to haste it? This is silly. But yeah, the thing that completely invalidated freeze no longer existing does make it not terrible to play comps that are built around freeze. Create the turtle shell, I assume.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
More shield scaling there. You poison a lot faster than you used to. I'm not sure that I beat that. This is more life than you used to go into the fight, but I feel like they put like twice as much poison on you than they used to. Just gonna go here.
Oh, you want to join my act?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these like call out beating specific mechanic skills aren't great. It's one thing when games are lobby based and like you know what you're going to be fighting against, but taking a skill that doesn't do anything in a good number of your fights just in hopes that just so that you don't lose to a specific mechanic doesn't feel very good in this type of game. I wouldn't mind if those types of things didn't exist at all.
Tragedy.
That said, it would be fine if it did, but not something that I would prioritize or think is very important. I like having a clutch skill for niche things. I don't know. It makes... Okay, it doesn't feel as bad when there's like a couple of specific boards you're worried about losing to. and you're getting a skill that makes you better into those specific boards. But, like, freeze is just so generic. Every comp has trouble dealing with freeze to some extent.
The world is pretty scary. Might want some armor?
Diamond shell. And, like, the decision-making just ends up being very coin-flippy. Where, like, in lobbies, you know what your opponents are doing. You know what lines they're more likely to take. If you see someone going down a line that might involve freeze, you take the anti-freeze skill. And there's, like, some player interaction there that went into the decision. But now, if, like, you're scared of burn and you're scared of freeze, and you get the anti-burn skill and the anti-freeze skill, which one are you taking? You just, like, flip a coin, do it based on metagame odds? Yeah, we're high rolling Gigahard. I don't know what's happening this game. I don't know where we're ever getting a clock from, but it is going to be hard for opponents to kill us. It feels worse to lose to a random hard counter than it feels good. It doesn't even feel good to win with a random hard counter, but yeah, maybe that's just me. Might be good eventually.
I have seen such talent once before, and it bloomed into a Dira.
Like, it depends how much of a blowout the skill is, too. But the things that are either useless or very powerful, depending on what the opponent is doing, I just feel like that's not great.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share.
It's fine for some things to be better into certain comps than others, but the whole useless or the nuts dynamic, based on something that is completely out of your control, I don't think is great in this type of game.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Hi, I'm Quixel, Master Merchant or something.
So how do I get speed on this? Do you just have to play a water wheel? Is there any other item that makes Puffer go crazy? I don't want to cut 5 things to play a Pufferfish. Jelly? I mean, that does something. Is Pearl, Jellyfish, Pufferfish enough?
Midsworth says
I could try it for the BBE
but I
fight.
just want the huge things.
Don't think we're fighting Lich. I want to invert the board. Beach ball. Beach ball helps, yeah. It's still a medium item that you're waiting for the cooldown, but... which is kind of beatable now. Dooley and Pig are both probably pretty good at beating Lich. Yeah, he lost like 500 HP.
Those ribbons in your
Quick
hair look
pivot.
like seaweed. So cute.
Ooh. Ooh. Just have to cut so much for it. I don't know. Antifreeze for starting freeze now. That's the real gripe. Makes Lich harder. Yeah, I don't know. You can definitely race it on burn Dooley. You eventually just apply enough burn to them, and then you have more burn on them than they have poison on you, so even though they freeze your items at half-life, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess Crook could just get the wrong item frozen. Die that way.
Really? I thought for sure you'd like these.
This freezes up the rip. Yeah, it has 2 icicles. And then it also has the mid-fight freeze. The mid-fight freeze is usually the problematic one if you're on like a full weapon board. Because he just kills you in the time that you're frozen for 2 seconds. You've got like 200 poison on you, and it's 2 seconds of you not doing damage and you just die. That's a large item. Not like the puffer's good yet. I don't know.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble
Move duct
with
tape.
nobodies.
I think I just want duct tape on the fastest things, no? Fuck! Why do you have a Caltrops already? It's day 6! I guess I have a diamond turtle shell. I can't really complain. Deadly Caltrops do? Oh, that's a good question. Your items gain 5% crit chance. Oh. Huh. It's on barrel. Oh! Oh, why is it on barrel? Also, only barely. Yeah, I thought I fixed this earlier.
Sale, no sale. I want what's right for you. See that mountain? That's Paul. He might have what you need.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What is this looking for? CDR is okay. Only got 20 gold. Oh, no real reason. Also happened to not be a huge deal, but definitely better to have it this way. Seaweed would be nice.
Was that even a battle?
Yeah, this is also pretty bad.
Maybe a skirmish.
I can... Shit. I put burn on the pearl. Then go back to this. Crit the buffer. I used to do a force field? Yeah, that force field is not doing enough.
You look like a
It'd be
hard
funny.
one.
True.
Need some work.
Radiant silencer.
That belongs in a museum. But I guess you can keep it.
Not looking for anything there, unless it gives me some enchants. Good dock lines over barrel.
Who enters my web?
Silver dock lines. Hmm. Ah.
Sun and moon spin like a wheel. You will return.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Igloo rivet gun. Oh my. Well, we appear to be out cringing our opponent.
I can see you're going places, but I'm chasing you.
It's a pretty cool board. Reinforced steel gives some extra scaling. It's a pretty fast bird. Sucks that the yo-yo is still bronze. Last patch would have had 7 trillion shield. Oh, it's still a bronze buffer. Or silver buffer. It's not like I'd be looping. This board would still be slow.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does. Oh, I think you're really gonna
Maybe.
enjoy that.
Have you ever considered becoming triangular?
It could be anything. Ooh. Double poison. Don't mind if I do. Skill would be sick. Either skill would be sick.
See that plank? Walk it.
That was probably the better skill. I don't know. Fish for Crescendo? Does Old Zane have any haste skills anymore? Or are these all dead? 16. Barnacle Crusted for 10% CDR. Or I'd look for Conflag. I think I'd rather crit and look for Crescendo.
You remind me of my first voyage around the globe. Unbearably slow.
Yeah, these are bad. Check if there's burn skills that matter. I don't think there are. Yeah, Barnacle Crusted is the 10% CDR. That would be okay. Tracer Fires, also okay.
Now, I'll tell you your weakness. That's for me to sell to your enemies.
Don't have crit yet. Sure.
Tell no one.
Sucks to get that after the PvE fight, but
My shop
can't
is
afford anything here.
a protest against mediocrity.
Yeah. Fiery Lockbox.
Turning people away is my favorite part of the job.
Reward the peaceful, punish the warful.
So we pivot to Dam. Seems like griefing. If the puffer was faster, maybe, but it doesn't start going off until 4 seconds. And even when it starts going off, it's not continuously triggering. Captain's Wheel's probably just worse than Beach Ball. It can't taste itself.
Good. Slow down. Breathe.
It's a future problem. I think that's a current problem. Tam is now.
You're not
I'm
ready
sorry.
to accept the light. And that's okay.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Yeah. Well, neither of us have good healing. And I am applying more poison than them. Oh, they have regen. Oh.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Oh, wait. What does that skill do? When you or your enemy poisons, gain 6 regen for the fight. Has it always done this? Or did this used to not drop? You could only get it from Monster Vendor? Used to be only you? Oh, maybe it was that. Huh. detects focusing, it works the old way. Interesting. Chum over the coral. That's fair.
Take your time. I'm pretty laid back. You might try JJ's shop.
Nope.
Real friendly guy.
Maybe an Enclave Revenant, right? Right? Yeah, this fight's a pushover. We're fine. I lost to it once last match. This is worse than seaweed.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. Shall I gift wrap it for you?
I think I value the faster item here just for triggering the pearl better. Let's get +6. That's true. That's true. Maybe not then. Yeah. Is applying a non-irrelevant amount of poison. Captain's Wheel has to be unintended. Oh. Is it still working with items in your bag? Is that what you're talking about? Does the upgrade matter? There's just 2 poison here, right? I've already got this at diamond. This is temporary, waiting for beach ball.
Why does Nufu set himself apart? We Sphinxians must work together.
Paste 2 burn items for 2 seconds. Well, gets Puffer started a bit faster. 1 more start of Battle Haste. Maybe we find another fiery enchant and get full value on it.
You learn skills quickly, but it takes patience.
I feel like there are enough misses in the gold pool. Just take what I can get.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Ow. Damn, but ramps damage faster than I ramp defense.
What can I get? If it's not right for you, bring
A
it.
little more poison.
Happy.
Silver beach ball.
Just toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
Can upgrade it on 16. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of work to make it good, but the problem is, like, you have to go all in on it, and if you go all in on it, you kind of have no defenses, and everything kind of races you if they're trying to kill you before you get enough Arbalest shots off. We're just not applying any kind of a reasonable clock, so it doesn't matter. Ooh. That's cool. Is Shark viable at all this patch? Probably not. Did you still drop time in large weapon skill? Yeah.
If you know you are the best, is not humility a deception?
Oh, we have no weapons. We have no weapons. We have no weapons. Good talk, good talk. We have no weapons. We have one burn item. It's not terrible. I think we just take Healthy Heart.
You've learned much today, but there is so much more.
We'll be leveling. Game was telling me to get some weapons. Yeah. I don't know, you're maybe supposed to full pivot out of this. It might just be too weak late game. I would not be surprised if that were true. I guess that one's better. Dually. Dually. 4 win dually. That's a good
We're
sign.
out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Capacitor dually. Okay, we're good. We're good. Second jelly instead of Ecto. Yeah, that probably makes sense. This duelie's still alive. They probably got carried by blast doors for a while. It should be enough speed. Okay, so do you get XP for this?
Will inspire the crew.
No, you still don't get XP for upgrading an item. Good to know. I'm guessing Void Colossus has the potential to crush me. Yeah, old habits die hard.
a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
It's always juggler when you don't want it. What's up with that? Oh, the beach ball upgrade's kind of nice. Still gotta win 2 more.
My favorite air breather. You don't want the whirly thing? Or the clank?
They call me a service, but which is more
Crescendo.
blows, or one,
Never crescendo. That's almost crescendo.
lives flows in rivers, and now you know how to dam them.
Dooley, dooley,
I may be
dooley.
young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Thankfully, Microdave is not as good as it used to be. Microdave is unplayable. I don't know if I'd go that far. You probably don't still want it on your board day 12 most of the time. I don't want. It's almost certainly fine. I don't want to deal with it. Sold Lures for 1 at Barkin. Oh, sure, sure.
It's over already. We
We're like
barely got
kind of
that
past the point of gold mattering. Still just want like extract or gland. I'll take gland. If we're trying to end the game now, it should be this. I've still got a loss to give. I don't know. Aren't I gland? You found it. Please stop.
But if you insist.
Bonk. Bonk. Glass cannon. Monka. Well. Crit beach ball is nuts, right?
I'm on the edge of the plank.
Aquatic items gain 10% crit chance. Glass cannon's a hard counter skill. I think we still beat that if there wasn't the bonk.
Stop resisting. Requesting backup. Now.
Could shield the turtle shell. Shield turtle shell, just flat shield. No, double shield. Duct tape's the same way. So get the most out of duct tape. We could haste something if we're worried about not having enough haste. But like, double jellyfish beach ball. Which would make it scale twice as fast. It would make the turtle shell scale twice as fast. We could also put it on the duct tape, and the duct tape would scale twice as fast too. And this activates more. Turbo Pearl? I don't think so. I think I'm happy with the Fiery enchant. It builds up the crit with the... what's it called? But one, it gets me another haste having this be Fiery. And then it's also Toxic Flaming with Exposing Toxins.
You know we're on an important mission, right? Overthrowing tyrants, liberation, and such?
It's either Haste Turtle Shell or Shield Duct Tape. Haste 2 items, 1 second. I feel like hasting the Turtle Shell is how I play around Bonk. And I just keep losing to Bonk. Okay, another Vanessa. That's a good sign.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun. You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
But they have Seaweed? I don't know if we can beat Seaweed. Okay, we got there. We got there. They had enough haste for it, reliably. Hey, George. Why were these poison counts so close? Oh, they have ramping poison. Turtle shell, lots of haste. Yeah, extra haste might have mattered here.
Maybe they ate some bad gull meat.
It is pretty nice. Some multi-streams working fine today. Yeah, I'm trying a new plugin. The Stream Elements just came out with their plugin like a week ago. It was a pain to get set up, but I think it's working now that it's set up. It's an icy beach ball. Yeah. It froze my pufferfish a few times. It was kind of a problem. That's why they got more activations. Stream alone has Bazaar overlay? No, the multi-stream.
Crimson Storm hasn't sat in the dock this long since
Well,
my father built her.
That technically worked, but...
Aha! We could use you in the fight on Pelago.
We did eye roll kind of hard. I don't know. Looks like he had more everything. His puffer was way smaller than mine. He had scaling, but I have 46 poison on my puffer. from the start of the fight, so I ramp up faster. We also had Healthy Heart to cure off a bunch of poison. First small did 1k poison too? Sure. The poison was coming late from that. Every time they crit, the poison number went up. And early poison's worth more than late poison, because there's more time for it to deal damage. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. Be back in like 2 minutes. When we get back, we will